This is my Arrows RC Trekker, and it's a surprisingly agile and fun RC airplane to fly. So let's go outside and get this one up in the air. A little bit of struggle just to get it up today. The grass is not really too well kept, and a lot of frost also. So let's just start pushing this Trekker. It's a really fun one, and so able. Just push the throttle and it just goes. So despite being kind of a trainer style plane, I mean, I'm having just such a fun time with this one. It is an excellent inverted flying RC airplane. And although this is not like the best looking far from it plane I have, I mean, it's just an excellent and great flying one, and just fun to push this plane. It's also efficient, it doesn't draw too many amps, so you can really just keep on pushing this for, at least 5 minutes on a 2200 milliamp 3S battery. And so far I haven't noticed any bad flying behavior from this Trekker in any way. It's a truly solid performer. I think it does slower flight great, and it's also great at doing sporty flying, which is something I really enjoy. I like to push my RC airplanes regardless if there is an EDF, high wing or low wing or whatever kind of warbird or aerobatic RC airplane I have at hand. I just like to push them. I guess, I mean, after flying for some years, then you just have like a routine you do, and then you slowly, hopefully then just evolve and put in more maneuvers or things you'd like to explore. And I'm not really too keen about larger RC airplanes or heavier planes, because I know that I enjoy them, the lighter ones, much more, and I also enjoy bush planes the most, just because you can often take off on almost any surface, and especially a plane like this where you have in a float mountain, so then you can fly off on any surface. And also there's something really worry-free when you fly a lightweight RC airplane, and at 1.2 meters it's really easy just to hold this plane around. You can probably fit like at least 3 planes in this size in the backseat of a normal car. So just compared to the 1.5, they are usually a little bit tricky just to fit in one piece in your car. But the 1.2 is just a sweet size. It also features a really good roll rate, not the snappiest one, but in my opinion better than the FMS Ranger 1.2 and also the Kingfisher at 1.4. Still not as agile and fun as the Arrows RC Bigfoot, because the Bigfoot is, I mean, it does feature flaps. You have these large bush wheels, and you also have LED lights, and it's in my opinion, a better looking RC airplane. So the Bigfoot is more or less like the perfect bush plane, according to me at least. The only thing missing on the Bigfoot then is a float mount, which you surely just can make something up yourself. But it's a fantastic bush plane, and this is just a fantastic, I would say, beginner RC airplane, because you can fly this one as a beginner, and at the same time you can just grow with it regardless of level. I think you will have a really great time with this Trekker. So I mean, I know that when you have long grass like this and a tricycle get plane, landings are a little bit interesting. And you have no flap, so I mean, it will slow down really nice, but there's just no way to really have an air brake on this plane. So if you have too much speed, well, it will be a harder landing. Let's try to get this landing really close to where I'm standing then. Oops, a little bit too close. Well, I really enjoy RC planes that are easy to move around in the sky. And what makes an RC plane easy in just the way how I look upon it is that if you have like a good wing, so there's just a quite comparable low wing load, it is a motor that just gives you the right amount of speed when you need it. And it also rolls in a good way. I mean, this is not a fast rolling RC plane, but it is okay. So, I mean, and this one ticks all those boxes because I'm not really interested in flying like a complicated RC plane. I mean, I know that when you do fly more advanced or, you know, RC planes, you have to be more careful, just be more skillful to fly them. I mean, you do advance, but at the same time, I think when you have like a simple RC plane, you do push it more and you do more things because you're not afraid that you will crash the RC plane, and you're not afraid to do these moves. You just try them out, and you know that if you like somehow just lose orientation or something happens, you can quite easily just get out of it because the plane won't bite you. And this is just such an RC plane. It's just fantastic. When it comes to landings, it is really easy because more or less you can just line it up, you let it drop, and when you're, you know, like a meter from the ground, more or less just kill the throttle and let it glide and just flare, and it will land then on the main landing gears. And even though this one does feature a nose gear, which can be vulnerable, I mean, there is a spring mechanism, and this just shoves in. So I suspect that it would be quite easy just to repair it if something would happen. You have this top patch also, a really good way to place the battery inside. And in mine, I have replaced the speed controller to an Avian 30 amp because the stock configuration then there's a 20 amp speed controller, but this plane then on 3S it does draw, you know, somewhere between 20 and 25. So I think that the 20 amp speed controller is underspecified. It's a really nice build to have this split tail also, so the box is really small for its RC plane. So, I mean, this plane just ticks a lot of features. The only thing that I think that they could have done better is the design of this RC plane, because I don't think it's a nice sticker choice on this RC plane. But that's something I can certainly just do something about. So, I mean, I can just highly recommend this Trekker because I'm enjoying this one very much.